Hello everyone, this is Ninja. This is episode 25 of Ninja Feeds the Beast. And today I'm going to work on applied energistics a little bit. I've done a little bit off camera. I've made some more of those storage drives, or the ME, which is like matter energy storage cards. I'm going for the 16K because it looks like these things fill up kind of quick. But they're good for items that you don't get a lot of. Yeah, so I'd say if you're gonna make any of these, just go for the 16s. Maybe make a 4K for like junk stuff, and 64K for stuff you're gonna have a lot of. And one thing I found with these, you can format them so they only take certain item types, because just putting one item into one of these actually takes a lot of space. When you put extra items in, it takes just a little bit. So I mean, an extra of the item that's already in there, it takes a lot less space than it does just to put one in. So just knowing that it can actually put that in there, it takes quite a bit of space. And so for my small one, I've got this stuff, which, you know, I've never had more than a diamond chest full, and this can hold a lot more. As you can see, it's about half full right now. But the way you format this stuff is like you clear it out, and you could put like a pattern in there. You just left click and it puts, you know, whatever in there. It's kind of like the diamond pipes from Buildcraft, and that this says, okay, this can take diamond swords with these enchantments and this durability level. But say I wanted books in there. But when you put one that already is formatted, it's going to put this in here, so you know I can take stuff out which I don't really want to. Or you can add stuff in and you hit format, and then it'll on the bottom there, see how it says pre-formatted? That just means that these are the only items that it can take from then on. So that's how you set them. And this is a pre-formatter. One other thing I made was the Emmy Chest, and this allows you to look at just a single card, and it shows you everything it's got in it, because there's 63 types maximum, and you can hold, you know, an unlimited stack of any one item in that disk. So if let's see, where did I put those? Okay, Emmy Chest. And this needs power too, so it has to be touching one of these machines or connected to one of those or it needs to be connected to one of these ME cables to get power from the controller. And it uses, I think most components use one unit per tick. And I looked online, and the way the units work is for every 1 EU you get 2 units, and for every 1 MJ you get 5 units of these. So actually be better if I hook this up to my MJs, because I have kind of an excess of those, and my EUs I don't really want to use more of those. So, but it's not using much, because you figure you divide this by 2, and that's 7 EUs running this thing right now. But it's a constant EU drainage, so in that way it's kind of uses a lot of energy over time. But yeah, you can get really big systems. I've seen people using up to like 500 units. So yeah, it can get kind of expensive. So yeah, if you put this in here, you can view it like it's a chest, and you have access to even the biggest, like the 64K. You put this in here, you're gonna see everything that's in that chip, because this is 63 slots, and this can take 63 types. So yeah, in this way you can kind of organize your stuff a little better. Like with my other ones, I have one of the other ones pre-formatted for ingots, And say if I, before I formatted this, say if I have some ingots in here, you can go in and grab them individually instead of them all being mixed together. Yeah, see that there's a lot of like stuff in here that is never really going to be that much, say like the pyrite dust. Oh yeah, and you can stack stuff that normally can't be stacked as long as it has the same ID number. Like a lot of the bees and stuff you can stack in here. So yeah, like nether brick fence, purple flower. Yeah, these are kind of wasting space in here for sure. Because if you're never going to have a lot of these, you know, it's kind of wasting a bit of space in here because you can't put any more types in, and you know, if there's none of these other items that are going to be abundant, this will never get full. It's only half full right now. And yeah, if you lose one of these cards, yeah, you're kind of, it's kind of a big loss. That's the one big downside to using these this Emmy storage. And also, say if a creeper came up here and blew this up, I mean, maybe the cards would be laying on the ground, but yeah, if you lost any of this stuff, it could be pretty devastating. You would lose quite a bit of stuff. Because I emptied, like, I think all of these chests here were full, and I put it all in here, and it's still not all the way full. But I plan on, yeah, just not really, well, I'd like to have some chest. I like being able to see them right here and just come up and punch it and, you know, grab a stack. It's a pretty convenient way of storing things. So I might leave this intact, and I'll just have the overflow coming in here. And I may not make any more of the like big barrels. Maybe I'll even take these upgrades off, because a lot of times you want to, if I'm coming up, I just want like a stack at a time of these things, so you don't need a vast amount, because storing the vast amounts is good in here. Okay, next thing I want to make here is the crafting terminal. And this is a lot like the terminal, except it's like a cross between the terminal and a project table, which allows you to use anything from your inventory to make stuff. So it is very nice in that way. I don't know if you can use patterns. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, we already have the terminal, so I'm just going to use the existing one we have. And so I just need a storage cell. And I have these taught to this project table right now. Need some more crystals. Should have some in here. Yeah, this is a real nice way to come in and search for inventory. Just it's just like NEI pretty much. It's kind of nice actually having chests to, you know, separate certain things though. But I think I can live with you know, having to maybe search for stuff, because the benefits of this are just, you know, are way outweigh the benefits of these. Okay, storage cell. Just need one for this, I think. What was it? I think it was iron like this. Crafting bench. Oh, was it glass? Yeah, okay. Yeah, most of these recipes take some iron and they take some glass. Oh, okay. And I think these don't break down into anything smaller like IC2 or Greg Tech or anything, so I've just been breaking them with the pick. Okay, Emmy crafting terminal. And see, it's just got, you know, craft anything right here. The crafting bench still does have the benefit of the recipes that you can put in it, so I'll probably still be using those a bit, just for the real common things. Thing about this is you can hook it up to a larger machine, which is kind of like the GregTech machines that connect together with a certain block type, with a certain block combination. This one, you make the outer edges with the assembler containment walls, and then you put vents as the like outside walls of the thing, and in the center you can have a combination of CPUs and pattern providers, and these patterns are like the recipe. They're like the project table recipes that you can put in there. They are these things right here. You'll put a blank pattern in to one of these pattern encoders, and you just put the pattern in and, you know, teach it to this thing, and then it becomes one of these encoded assembler pattern. And you can click on this big machine, and it gives you access to the pattern provider. So you can store all your patterns in there. You can link it up to your Applied Energistics network, and yeah, and you can autocraft stuff. Like if you don't have any left in your supply here, you can, it'll say craft underneath it, and you click on it and you can specify how many of that item that you want to craft. Yeah, this thing I'm holding right here is for like copying the storage cards. Not quite sure how to use it exactly yet. I want to try this out in creative before I accidentally delete anything, so don't think I'm going to be using this today, but I made it anyway. Just because I know I'm going to need it later. Okay, the next big thing I'd like to do here is want to take on the Wither boss, because I have enough skulls to take on pretty much as many Withers as I want to now. Pretty easy to get them from the farm over here. I didn't even spend like 20 minutes with it, and I think I have 18 skulls. Let the world load in. Okay. And the way this orders things is by quantity, so I have the most iron out of anything, which is crazy. Oh, I think I put my wither skulls in my pouch. Yeah, okay. I thought I had more than that, but okay. 11 wither skulls. Wither skeleton skulls. We need some soul sand. We're gonna make a structure for this guy first, though, and I'm not just gonna go out and spawn a couple of withers and fight him out in the open. I don't know if that would be a bright idea for me. Okay, and yeah, I've emptied a lot of these out already, actually. These are new stuff coming in from the quarry right now, because I still have all this intact. I still haven't broke down and just gotten rid of it, because I don't know, I spent some time building it. I have kind of causes me to hesitate to break it, because I'll probably just have an access point for this. I'll just put it maybe right here, and have this pipe coming into it. Maybe. I don't know, I haven't decided how I'm going to set it up yet. Okay, so soul sand. There we go. Okay, now with this I need to make some warded blocks. Probably some warded glass too. I'd like to have a kind of a safe room where I can go heal up real quick if I'm withered for a while. Because I can still get hit with, or he can still wither me. So that doesn't really, my armor doesn't really help that out. Okay, watered stone and doors. I probably want to make a door too, to quickly get in and out, and maybe one of those pressure plates. I could always just make an obsidian pressure plate. I'm not sure if those are indestructible though, so that may be, it may be better to make one of those. Okay, warded stone blocks. So can add any dye that we want. maybe I'll make it red or something. Okay, let's make these blocks here. Warded blocks. The brains in the middle. Stone here, and sure it's spread out a little bit, and put some red dye. Let's see how many stacks we can get out of this. Should be a few stacks, and this should be enough. Okay, let's find a location to set up this Wither Boss arena here. I say arena in a very loose sense. It's going to be a very small enclosure actually. So let's find a good spot over here. I think I'm going to dig into the side of a cliff, so that way he can't just fly out into open space. He won't really have anywhere to go. I think I'm just going to dig into the side of this thing right here. Yeah, I think this is a good spot. So let's start digging this thing out. I love this thing for digging dirt. For stone, I think the mining laser is the best. Okay, here it is. This is more like the Wither Containment Chamber than the Wither Arena. I'm gonna put a warded door here, warded pressure plate, so I'll be able to, if I'm getting low on health, or if you just, if I run out of power or something, I can just, whoa, that's kind of weird. I wonder if that's gonna happen while I'm fighting them. Kind of glitched through a block right there. I can just come out this door real quick. Even if my frame rate gets real low, I can just turn and walk, and I should be able to get out of this room real quick. And there's settings to these pressure plates, so I'll have to, oh, you can click on them to set them. Okay, now it's set to just me. It closes behind me. I have to open it manually. That's okay, good. I like that. And if I want to come outside here and just take a look at them, there we go. Seems like a good setup. Seems like it. I'm going to make a world backup just in case it's not, because that would be pretty bad if he blew up all my stuff. I don't want to lose my armor at this point. That would be pretty expensive to replace. And let's put a torch here. Alright. This is going to be interesting. Okay, make a world backup right now. Okay, I got a world backup just in case. Now let's make us some wither bosses here. Or just one, actually. I'm not going to make both of them at the same time. Alright, it's kind of hard with flight control on, actually. Set these things up there. It's too touchy. And I don't think I want to be right next to him when he explodes, actually, so I'm going to stand outside this for a second. Kaboom. Oh yeah. Let's get in here. He got outside. And I'm inside. So, how'd he get out there? So I guess I do need to make it double thick. 'Cause he seems to want to just get through. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, so he did get out right here, and it's because there's open space on the other side of this thing. The rest of this thing is enclosed and it's just got a mountain behind it, so he could probably still get out here. Let me change this a little bit. Let's bring the hallway out just a little bit further. I mean, it's not going to prevent him from coming through the door, I don't think, but I'll just not stand right next to the door too often. Okay. So bring the door out a little bit, and then I need to bring this out more. I've got 5 glass. That's fine. Okay. So he shouldn't be able to get through this, I don't think. I think it's because he's so wide that his collision block can actually go into stuff, and it does. If it's 1 block thick, you know, he can kind of get through it. So he's we got to be careful here. I do have a backup, so it's not. I guess it's not really a big deal though. Okay. Also, I should drink this regeneration right after I put the heads on him. Okay. Now I wonder if this first bomb is gonna hit me. Good. That couldn't even hurt. Oh yeah, this guy's going down. Suck it. Got him. That was actually really easy, and my health is not even going down with the withering, because I knew I could get withered, but I didn't know whether it would hurt me or not. Well, it might be hurting me, but I have regeneration, so let's just make another one real quick actually. Get my 2 what are they called, nether stars? Okay, my regen is up though, so this may be a different story here. We'll see if my health starts going down from this. Okay, down half. That's pretty easy. This armor is definitely OP. And you don't even have to come out of this thing really, so I don't think I really needed to make this double thick. But it's good just in case. Just in case you need to forgot to put your armor on or something. So that's that. It's oh, my regeneration was still in effect, so I don't know. Maybe it wasn't fully weatherproof. Okay, miniature black hole. Alright, there we go. That's the right kind of dust. And uses for this are the portal gun, and I think, yeah, you can make portal spawners out of this too, which is pretty expensive, but very useful though. Obsidian, diamond, iron. Okay, got the obsidian for it. See if this is right. Yep, portal gun. Finally got a portal gun. Not that I really needed this thing, but it's convenient to have. Or actually, I usually use the yellow one for, you know, the home, the anchored portal. Alright, let's see how good this thing works. Going back and forth places. Distance up far. Alright, let's go check out my quarry. See how far that's gone. And yes, you can crash the game like this if you're flying into areas that are generating new chunks. You can crash the game because it's trying to generate chunks that are actually like behind you, and because you're flying faster than the world generation with this flight control on with the modular power suit. Okay, so how far down is this guy? Turn on night vision. And I don't know why it does this with some obsidian. Doesn't really make sense. Because it does mine obsidian, it's just for some reason it leaves some above the surface. Which is kind of strange. So we're down to 6, so this one's almost done already. So it's pretty useful to have a portal here actually. Nope, doesn't work underwater. Should have known that. Okay, so let's make one right here. Yeah, I guess you need to kind of put these up a little higher, maybe. Let me see if that fixes it. On this side, there's no problem. Huh. Strange. But it works good when coming through on this side. I think because I have to jump up, so when I'm coming through the portal I still have that jumping momentum, and you land upward a little bit. That's cool. Alright, so when this is done, we can change it real quick instead of having to fly all the way out here. And it doesn't seem to crash things anymore. And yes, I still need to move these. I'll probably end up doing that on one of my days off because that's going to just be a big time sink. And as a lot of you guys already know, I don't have a ton of time. I work full time. I have a 6-month-old son. And got to spend time with my family on a lot of my free time. So free time is a very subjective word. Oh, we can make the highest tier wand now. That's right. Let's do that real quick. If we can do it real quick. I'm not really sure about this actually. Okay, so more chiseled sandstone. 32 vis. Put gotta have one of these in here and one to turn into the wand of the thaumaturge. 1,000 vis. Wow, that's gonna suck the vis right out of this area. Alright, so definitely a successful episode. Got the 2 nether stars, got a portal gun, and wand of the thaumaturge. So put those nether stars to some use. What to do next episode? I'll have to think about what direction I'm going to go into next. I know I want to expand this out quite a bit more, so probably maybe next episode I'll focus on actually finishing a lot of this stuff and replace a lot of my inventory with applied energistics. Alright, so I'm going to call that an end to this episode. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.